Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're going to have a hunt through. We're looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally the two three that we're still looking for. We need Olympic Beijing handover as well as Rio handover. They're the last commemoratives we need. And then 2021's Britannia, which is supposedly going into circulation. Who knows? I've not seen one. I've not seen anyone find any. But we need to get into this bag and see if we can tick off some of the ones we still need. Okay then. First bag. What are we looking for? Well, we've got something first off. This is Jodie Clark's Fifth Portrait of the Queen, which will be something. Ah, Shakespeare's Comedies. What an amazing first find. Lovely stuff. One of 3 Shakespeare's comedies, tragedies, histories. Should say the whole world's all the world's stage, which this one does. But there we go. 1 found, 1 over face value, 100% find on the over face value find. So maybe we should just stop the video here and preserve the 100% streak. There we go. Nothing else in that bag, but a very, very good start. Those Shakespeare comedies. I remember a time before I moved especially, where I would find very few of them. So to find some of them now is very cool. Well, there we go, we got one! Rio handover. 1 down, 2 to go. Holy Toledo. We could be finishing this book before we know it. A lovely coin. In fact, my first £2 coin book that I filled, this was the coin I was stuck on. So it's Beijing handover to go. There we go. Good job we continued. Then 2 coins. Both over face value. 1 needed for the book. This could end up being a very good hunt. Let's hope we're not just burning through all our good luck at the very start of this video. Nothing in that bag. Let's hope that the luck does continue. Although, to be quite frank, we could find nothing but technology for the rest of the hunt. And I would still chalk this one up as a win. There we go. Florence Nightingale. It is a particularly common coin. You'll find plenty of these in circulation. I really like that design. It's one of my favourite circulating £2 coin designs. Abolition of the slave trade. You can see if we zoom in, it's got a texture finish on the inner part of the coin. On this one there's a variant. It's got a smooth finish on the inner part of the coin, and the initials DG for David Gentleman, who designed this coin, to the bottom right of the 7. But that is very good. Couple of nice ones. Oh, there's another one there. Act of Union, another common coin though. You should see plenty of those out and about. But even the most common coins, you do still need one to complete your collection. It's no good having all the Commonwealths and no VE Day anniversary. There's still a gap in your collection. Maybe it could be, like I said, I think what I was doing 1 £2 coin hunt a week. Oh, there we go. Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station. So yeah, I used to do 1 £2 coin hunt and 2 50p hunts. And the books tended to finish at similar times, but now that we've doubled the amount of £2 coin hunts and still doing 2 50p hunts, I wouldn't be surprised if the £2 coin books start rocketing ahead of the 50p coin books. It's a bit of a shame because I think I've got book number 5 of both at the same time, and my memory is appalling. So if we are working on book 6 of the £2 and 5 on the 50p's, I'm going to get that confused and wrong. So apologies in advance. Another Fifth Portrait of the Queen. This one is the World War I Army Centenary. You need to check for rotation error, so we know that one's right because we flip that round. Check the edge description for King and Country, so again, that is perfectly fine. Nothing else there. Oops, dropping them everywhere. I will, of course, at the end of the video go through my definitives looking for errors like rotations or double die verses. That's the steam locomotive, or Trevithick. Very nice. Rotation errors, by that I mean you take the date at the bottom, £2 at the top, rotate it 180 degrees, and that's the way the Queen should be facing. Any other way, and you've got yourself a rotated error. Which are worth a decent amount, considering what they are. We don't find them all that often, one in maybe 5 hunts or so, I'd say. But it would definitely be a lovely find. There's another Abolition of the Slave Trade. Again, the circulating variety. Common question that's coming up at the moment. Well, first off, a massive thank you, because my channel has hit 70,000 subscribers, which, if I'm being quite honest, I never thought I stood a hope of getting that far. I thought getting to 100 subscribers was amazing, and getting to 1,000 would be a long trek, and I eventually got there, and any growth beyond that point was just monumental. There we go, another Army Centenary. No rotation error, king and country, that's all fine. I will of course check the other commemoratives at the end of the video for rotation and edge inscription errors too. Gunpowder plot, go Forks. I don't check them all in the video, apart from the ones that I think there's a good chance of getting an error on. But naturally, I will whiz through them at the end, because we've picked up a slightly rotated Guy Fawkes in the past. It's worth checking. Brunel's achievements, archers at Paddington Station. And then of course, oh there we go, second Brunel. This one's Brunel's portrait. The edge inscription is only because every now and again someone messages me to say that they found a new edge inscription error or whatever, and I just thought, right, it's about time I just checked them all. It doesn't take that long to get through them all. That's Charles Dickens, very common. Doing quite well on our variety of finds, aren't we? There's another steam locomotive. Put that into the one we found. Right, common question I'm getting asked at the moment. Finding coins with the Ian Rank Broadley portrait. So Ian Rank Broadley designed the 4th portrait of the Queen. It's another Army Centenary with no rotation and the correct edge inscription, so that's fine. People keep messaging me saying I found this coin with Ian Rank Broadley's portrait. So like this one here, Queen's 4th portrait. Now, the Queen's 4th portrait was her portrait on coins for some time. What years was it? Good question. 1998 until 2015, I want to say. So 2098. So this should be Ian Rank Broadley's portrait. Yes, there we go. See, that is perfectly fine. It's only a handful of coins. Oh, Shakespeare's comedies. Another nice one. All the world stage. That's fine. No edge inscription error. So yes, on the £2, it's basically the 2015s you want to look out for, the year when the portrait changed over, because the ones that went into circulation, so what we're talking, Battle of Britain 50p, Magna Carta, and Navy Centenary £2 coins. There's another Army Centenary. So those ones, the circulating ones, had Jodie Clark's 5th portrait, whereas the ones in the collector's sets had Ian Rank Broadley's portrait. Another Charles Dickens. So it's only if someone's broken out the coins from those sets and paid them into circulation, that's what makes the Ian Rank Broadley portrait interesting to find, because it shouldn't be on those particular coins, but for many years it should be on our circulating coins. So not every Ian Rank Broadley 50p or £2 is an NIFC. I hope that explains it. That is Florence Nightingale. My mind blanked there for a moment. Again, for any new viewers, NIFC stands for not intended for circulation. So we've got World War I Army Centenary again. For King and Country, that's fine. Ooh, apologies, I had to sneeze. I'm sure you don't want to watch me sneezing. Not the nicest of quality. There's some grossness here. Corrosion, oxidation, rust, whatever you want to call it, is gross. But any prices I put up are based on good quality coins. I don't factor in condition like that. But no, this is the second Shakespeare's Tragedies. Should say what a piece of work is a man, which this one does. No edge inscription on this one, sadly. But 2 Shakespeare's, 1 for the book. It is all going rather well. But yeah, Ian Rank Broadley's portrait covered. Royal Mint trip. So I'm going to the Royal Mint experience with a bunch of my friends and fellow coin tubers. We've got Florence Nightingale again there. So I will be down there on November the 12th and 13th. There's a Saturday and a Sunday, going on midday both days. If you are getting your Strike Your Own, or you want to come and say hi to myself and the other guys, feel free to. It's great fun meeting subscribers face to face. So if you're in the area, or you're planning to get the Strike Your Own, if you haven't already, then more than happy for you to come along and say hi. And if you do come along, do say hi. I always get messages afterwards saying, I saw you there, but I was too scared to say hello. VE Day Anniversary, very common. But I don't think I'm that scary a person. So do say hi, or give me a wave and I'll come and say hi. Because yeah, it's always a little bit heartbreaking when people say I was too scared to say hi. World War One Army Centenary, that's fine. King and Country, that's fine. We're getting a lot of those recently. I guess it does increase our chance of finding an error on it. Bruno's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station. 3 bags to go. We haven't done an edge hunt yet. Right, let's do that. So, I've just seen one. So let's just shuffle them up a little bit. So there's a bit of a challenge. So it says, it's not that it should say, it says standing on the shoulders of giants for technologies coins. That's an Isaac Newton quote. This top one, for King and Country, is another Army Centenary. With no edge inscription or rotation error. Check the rest. Standing, 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 shoulders on giants. No. We will flip through them just to make sure I'm not being an absolute bonehead and missing out any commemoratives. Penultimate bag then. Well, a truly successful hunt. I will not complain about that. Another William Shakespeare, Tragedies. Work is a man. So again, no edge inscription error on that. Again, worth also mentioning, there's no such thing as an upside down edge inscription. It's 50-50 what way round the edge inscription goes on your £2 coin, so you can find it one way or the other. There's no right way and therefore there is no wrong way, so no error. So don't part with your hard-earned money for those being claimed as errors. As ever, there are links down in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server with a bunch of coin collectors on if you want to come and join myself and those people over there. There's also links to my other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. There's the new PO box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, who I'm employed as I'm not employed as the Britannia Coin Company, I'm employed by the Britannia Coin Company to make videos for them, so please do check those out. I'm going to check these coins for edge inscriptions and rotations, the definitives for some errors as well. Edge inscriptions and rotations were fine on all of those coins. One new one for the book, leaving one more commemorative to go. In terms of our star finds, I would pick one of those three, with a slight leaning towards the Rio Handover just because it was one of the few coins we still needed to complete this book. But let me know in the comments what's your favourite coin from today's video, and all it leads me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.